We're talking many baby boomers. Unfortunately, they're finding out the hard way that they're behind when it comes to saving for retirement. There are plenty of theories behind that. In fact, listen to this. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, nearly 76 million people were born between 1946 and 1964. And that means they're about to retire. Here with me now is financial advisor, vice president at Charles Schwab & Company in Albuquerque, Mike Bonds. Good morning, Mr. Bonds. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay,
you mentioned 75 million or 76 million. Between now and 2029, they're going to turn 65 years old at a clip of about 1 every 8 seconds.
You're kidding me.
No.
So someone just retired, and if we wait a couple seconds, someone else is going to retire. So the
At
question,
least be 65 anyway.
Or they should be getting ready to retire. The question is, are they ready?
Well, you know, the Employees Benefit Research Institute did a survey last year of employees that were 55 years of age and older, and found that 60% of them had less than $100,000 in retirement savings.
I think we got a graphic to show this to help with the numbers.
43% was at 25,000 or less, and actually 36% at 10,000 or less. So when you look at those numbers, you would think they haven't prepared well, but when you interview the people, 70% of them feel like they've done a great job preparing for retirement, and of those 70%, only 46 of them actually have a retirement plan.
Wow. So obviously there is a big gap between how people think they're doing and how they really are doing. So I think what comes next is, how can they get in a better situation, and is it really too late?
It's never too late, and I want to emphasize that it's never too late, so you can always get started. So there's lots of things you can do, but I might mention that the days of old, back in the days when the parents used to retire, they used to have a three-legged stool approach where they had a pension and Social Security and savings, but that really is more like a pogo stick these days.
Right. Who has pensions anymore?
Right.
A lot of people
They've gone by the wayside. So the things you need to do is, one, create a plan. If you don't have one, it's important that you sit down and put some realistic numbers together. Two is you need to save more. I know these sound simplistic, and we've talked about this, but you really do need to start putting a little bit of money away. I mean, even if it's an extra $2,000 a year, which is about $170 a month at a 6% rate of return, in 20 years, that could be $78,000 more, but there are viable options. If you do go into retirement, you can either work longer, you can work part-time in retirement, or you can just spend less in retirement. And the last thing you need to do is do a reality check for yourself regularly. Make sure that you're still on track, because there is no magic formula to all of this. The future is very uncertain. But if you put probability on your side, which you certainly can do, and you can do that simply by putting a prudent plan in place, being disciplined, and working hard. Because in reality, I mean, retirement is just being able to do what you want to do, live the lifestyle that you want to live, and have a peace of mind doing it. But in order to do that, you actually need to put a plan in place and stick to it. And it's hard at first, but if you were to do those things up front today, you can prepare yourself for tomorrow.
And the same goes for younger people. You're talking about baby boomers, but if you're a little bit younger, start now, because it'll pay off so much. I know you know that firsthand.
You know, most the baby boomers are going to turn 50 next year. I mean, the last set of the baby boomers will turn 50 next year, and time is not on their side. Younger people have time on their side. The sooner you start to put money away for this, if you don't have a plan, put one in place. If you need help, come to Schwab. We'll do it complimentary. It doesn't cost you a dime. And if you need help staying on track because you're not very disciplined like Matt, we'll be able to help you with that. And
it's so easy to go spend. It is so easy to spend.
We will be the voice of reason for you, so that when you decide you want to deviate away from the plan, we'll be the man there saying, going, no, see, you can't do that.
You're that little guy over the shoulder saying, no, you don't need to buy a new mountain bike and more toys.
That's right. That's us. That's us.
Mike Bonds from Charles Schwab, thank you so much for coming in. It really is great advice, and people need to pay attention to that, because they'll regret it later on in life if they don't. All right, it's good to see you. We'll talk to you soon.